What's up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zoo November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by, your one stop for everything adventure radio. Today, we're going to look at the Sota webpage, and we're going to look at it as a beginner, because that's pretty much what I am in Summits in the Air. So stay tuned. All right, so here we are on the Summits on the Air webpage, and that is sota.org.uk. And this webpage confuses a lot of people, and that's why I'm doing this video as a beginner, because a lot of people tend to shy away from doing Summits on the Air simply because their webpage is a lot harder than it should be. It's not very simple like parks in the areas and stuff like that. And a lot of people like, I don't know how to log. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. And a lot of people reached out to me and said, can you do a video on the Summits on the Air page? I was like, no, I can do one, sure. So that's kind of what we're doing here. So here on the web page, basically front page tells you a little bit about Summits on the Air and stuff. I'm not going to cover everything on this web page. I'm going to cover you what you need to log and a few tips and tricks. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go up here and you're going to click on online resources. All right, and that gives you pretty much everything you need to do Sota. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on the database. The database is going to be where you'll go to do your logging and stuff like that. And as you can tell, like I said, I am a beginner, only 12 activations. And considering I've had thousands of Parks on the Air activations, people think I'm an expert in everything. But, you know, I have figured out how to do it, so I'm going to show you my way. People may comment and say that my way is wrong, but my way does work. So we're just going to do it. So up here in the top, you got your call sign, and that's going to show you basically your stats right here, your recent activations, your awards, activity by year, all this stuff. Now, if you wanted to change that over to Hunter or Chaser, you just click right here and you go over to your Chaser Awards. Fairly simple. All right, so next we want to get to the log process. So this right here will show you your logs that you've done in the past, but that's not where you want to upload your logs and stuff. A lot of people might think it might be. So, all right, so you'll want to come over here to uploads. Now, across the top, you've got several different tabs. Another reason why people get confused. You've got add a Chaser QSO, add an activation, import, a couple different imports, manage uploads. It's not really that hard, guys. So let's say you want to log a Hunter QSO. First, I'm going to show you the way you can do it individually, and then I'm going to show you the way that you can do it easily. So, all right, so we're going to add a Chaser QSO. I just hunted this guy a couple minutes ago. So we're going to click Add Chaser QSO. We're going to come over here. We're going to put call sign you use. My call sign, Kilo Echo 8, Papa Zulu November. The call sign I hunted was Kilo Quebec 4, Charlie Papa. The summit code that he was in was Whiskey Victor 4-SU/024. The date that I hunted him was today. The hour and minute was 15:28. The band was 40 meters. The mode was sideband. And I don't have any comments, so I will click submit. Now, this is where a lot of people make their mistake. They click submit and think their log is done. And then they're like, why didn't my thing commit? You have to verify the log and then click submit the log. Then you go over here, you click I agree and submit. Okay, now a lot of people don't do those steps right there, and that's where they get into the problem. All right, now I'll show you a faster way that you could have done this. So, okay, so back on the resource page, we're going to click on Sota Watch. Now, Sota Watch pretty much shows you all the spots going on everywhere. So if you look right here, you got all the spots going down through here. So let's say that I just worked this guy right here. Now this would be the easiest way to log him. You would click this little button right beside there that says log spot. You'll get this dialog box coming up, and you'll put the same information that I just basically put. But you know, the call sign log is on top. Your call sign, the time, the band should be automatically there because you clicked on it. What mode he's on, his summit, and then you would just click submit. You don't have to go through all those other steps. When you click submit, that actually goes through. I'm not going to do that because I didn't hunt this guy, but that is the easiest way. So Sota Watch, hunt a guy, click the box right beside of him. It comes up, click submit. That is the simplest way, but you can do it the original way if you don't say you're out and you just hear somebody hunting summits or whatever, and you just write down the information and you want to log it the other way. So that's the easier way. All right, so we're going to go back to the database where we were, and I'm going to show you how to do a activator one. So we're going to go back to uploads. Now we're going to go back to uploads, and you can do this two ways. You can do add an activation. This would be the harder of the two ways. So you would put your call sign here. And you would put the summit code. Let's go with and you put the date. Let's pick a random date. And you put add QSO. Now, once you put add QSO, you're going to put their call sign. Let's say we worked Kilo 8 Golf Quebec, and the date's already set for you. The hour, we'll say 13:12. And you go over here, you put what mode you worked, let's say CW. And this right here would be if he was a summit to summit. So let's say he was at this summit right here. That's how you would log the summit to summit. You would click add QSO, and then you would just go down through there and do all your QSOs, and then click submit. And again, you'll go through those same steps that I went through with the hunter. Verify, log, and hit the check mark and hit submit. Now, the faster way would just be to import your ADI file. So you'll click import ADI. Go down here, choose file. And I happen to have yesterday's saved just for this video. So let me find it in my log here really quick. There we go. And we click upload. You will again still go verify log, submit log, click, and submit. And that's all there is to it. That's the 4 different ways to load them. The easy way on Sota Watch for Hunter, or the individual way for Hunter, the 1x1 for the activator, or the upload the ADI file. Logging's not that hard. You just follow those steps. Now let's show you a few more things about the database here. So we covered what it looks like on our activations. Look there, it already shows up. I have 13 activations now instead of 12. We covered the log thing. Honor roll, basically that's just the honor roll. I have it set on my area, which is Whiskey 8 Victor. And as far as activators goes, again, I'm new. Looks like I'm setting at number 5. My buddy Ronnie right in front of me there. Looks like he's been doing high point summits. Now you can also move this around just like you do with parks in the area, you could go activator uniques on a roll. And to the original with points, this is unique summits. So I'd be third in that. You can do chasers on a roll. Fifth in that. Chaser uniques. So, all right, now we'll go back to the main database page here. And I'm going to show you what I totally do different. So you've got the Sota mapping project, which you can click here on the main page. And it'll come up and you can search for parks like this. Search for summits like this. But I don't like their mapping page. What I like to do is I like to go to Sota, which is sot.as/map. And you could just put in, that's the official page, but if you wanted to, you could go in Google search and put Sota map. And the first one comes up as the Sota official map, but Sota is the second one here, and I like to click on it. I like this mapping a lot better. So all these little dots here, this does not go into your area unless you click on it over here. It's the last place you looked at or whatever. So you click on a dot and it shows you what summit it is. You can click on the summit and go over and get more information about that. Now, evidently I was in an area. This one's not even been activated yet. But let's say I wanted to open this in Google Maps. You can click open. You got several different options right here. Google Maps. And this will help you do some research. So basically the summit is where that little pin is. Let's say you wanted to zoom in a little bit and you wanted what it would look like from the aerial view. Click your layers. And you can see that's going to be a drive up. All right, that's going to be a radio tower site. So chances are you may not be able to get up to that site. And I'm going to show you a trick how you might still be able to do that summit right here in a minute. But anyway, that's how you do Google Maps for that. Let's go to another summit that's got some stuff here. I want to show you some really cool features about this Sota. All right, so let's go down here and find one of these that I want to. I know gets hit quite a bit. All right, looks like this one gets hit quite a bit, so we'll see if it's got what I'm looking for. Yes. So you notice you go to this page on the extras, you've got all these extra links. And these could be useful information when you're researching the summit. Sometimes you'll find the exact directions, you'll find what to avoid and stuff like that. This, like right this here, this says tracks. This shows, okay, this shows his exact tracks that he took to that one. You can go to, sometimes people put activation reports in here. That might be what this is. Yeah, this guy does really good activation reports. Actually has a web page up for it and does a really good description of his activation and takes pictures. But it's really handy to have all these extra links and stuff like that. I have found some really useful information in this stuff. All right, but anyway, I got one more feature to show for you. Let's go. I don't know. All right. So in order to see where the activation zone is, we're going to go to activation .zone. We're going to click on it. And we're going to put whatever summit we want to look at. I got a local one here. And we'll put it right there. We're going to scroll down and we're going to plot. Now you can also download the GPX and put that in like a file for your Garmin or something like that. So right here, you can see that the summit is actually right here where this red summit is. But anywhere in this red area is within 80 foot of that zone. So that's a big way. That's a big area. If you look right here in the summit, it looks pretty thick and stuff like that. But if you look right back here, there's a little clearing. And I happen to know because I've done this summit, that is kind of like a trail. So if I go over to this summit and I click open with Google Maps, bring it over here. I'm going to click layers. Yeah, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Well, actually, let me zoom out a little bit and show you. So you can see that there's a road that comes up through here, and there's a little, you can't hardly tell it, but there's a trail. Let's see if I can zoom in on that trail. You can see it right here. And that opening that I just showed you is about right in here. So that is how I know I was good in that area. Anyway, I hope that helped. Like I said, guys, I'm not a Summits on the Air expert. There's a lot more people that know a whole lot more than me. But I was just giving you sort of a beginner's perspective on how to get through the navigating of the web pages and some little tricks. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you found some use in it and would like to maybe join the Patreon and get a lot more benefits and find out stuff like this, go check it out. You can try it free for 7 days. If you like this video from Ham Radio Adventure Guy, click up here in the corner and watch another one. And while you're at it, click down here in the corner and subscribe. Make sure and follow us on all social media sites. And as always, thanks for sharing my adventure with me.